Alright, so we're getting ready to start on the 128 motor build heads. These are some Screaming Eagle heads that we're going to start with. We are going to install some oversized Star Racing valves. So these valves have a single groove keeper compared to the stock valves that have a triple groove. These valves are quite a bit oversized. You can see the difference there. So you can see we're going to use the Star Racing valve springs. So you can see the difference on these springs. The one to the left, this one here, is the stock one. Has more coils and it's actually thinner than this one here. This one has less coils. It's also a little taller, thicker, has much more pressure compared to this one. This one you can actually close it with your hand. So what we're going to do is cut up the seats, open up the seats, and get a little bit better flow. We'll do a little bit of decking to get some of the compression up. Start opening this up too. Alright, so what we're doing now is cutting or machining the inside of the exhaust seat, and we're making it a little bit wider compared to the stock one. And this is so we can install the oversized valve and get a little bit more of exhaust flow out of the motor. One, better performance, and two, it creates less heat of the motor, so overall performs better. So we already machined the inner diameter of the seats. Just wanted to show you guys that we already started porting the intake runners. Still have a lot to go. These are the stock ones. You can see the difference in the diameter. You can see the difference in the exhaust, and this is how much we removed it. Just want to give you guys a quick update on this heads. We still have quite a bit to go, but they're going to turn out real nice. Alright, we're coming along pretty good on these heads. So we already have this head already kind of sanded down already. This one we just finished doing the mid grinding. We're going to start using the sanding roll. So this is some of the stuff that we use. This is a sanding roll, and then afterwards we use some sandpaper rolls, different grits. Here is other head, still needs to be grinded down, and then long process. You can completely see the difference in between ports. Well, let me continue and on to the next step. Okay, so we have this head all polished up. We need to cut the valve seats and deck it still. This is the other head. I already have all the rough job done already. Need to start doing the porting, the polishing with the sand rolls. Here's a stock factory one. Alright, we got the second head coming along pretty nice. So we got the most of the soft porting done already. Now we're going to start getting ready to start doing the polishing part. And then we'll do the final buff job like this one. Since it's so smooth and shiny, this part kind of helps the carbon not stick to the head and to the chamber. Of course, the intake stays a little rough so it can atomize the fuel in the air. We're going to start getting ready to start cutting the seats on this head here. Alright, so we have everything marked in red. We're getting ready to start cutting the intake valve seat with a 45-degree angle. You can see the 45-degree angle there that it was removed. Okay, so we just finished remarking the red. We're going to start getting ready to do the 30-degree angle, which would be the angle over or on top of the 45. You can see the 45-degree angle down there and the 30-degree angle. So I'm going to come back and hit it again with the 45 and end up in between the 30-degree. Alright, so I just came back and hit it one more time with the 45-degree. You can see that it's a little bit higher, so the 45 angle is right there, right in between the 30. So that one came out pretty good. I'm going to set up and start doing the other seat. Alright, so we just finished cutting both intake seats. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of rubbing compound here. And what we're going to do is put it in. And we're going to try to seat the valve and the seat together. So we can see exactly where it's hitting. You can see that right in the center right there, right on the 45-degree. It's a little grayish color. It's basically where the valve is sitting exactly on the 45-degree. You can see a little bit of graying right there where the compound was rubbing. So it came out nice. Alright, so we have this head all done, ready to go. We now installed the valves. We're getting ready to start doing the CC in the heads of the chamber. The second head is about finished. We just need to finish doing the final polishing, or buffing actually. The seats are already cut. After we chamber or check the CCs on the chamber, then we know how much to deck it. Okay, so we just finished doing the CC of the head chamber. We ended up with right around a little bit over 86. So we're gonna go maybe 87 CCs. We're gonna get ready to start doing the formula so we know how much to remove and deck off the head. Alright, so we have our head set up on our decking tool. So we're gonna go in, right now we're gonna go in 5,000 so we can cut only 5,000s and do a little pass. Okay, 6,000s. But we're gonna end up cutting a total of 12,000s. Alright, so we just finished cutting the first 6,000. We got it zeroed, getting ready to measure the other 6,000s. So we can cut a total of 12,000s. So let me go ahead and get started on that. So here we have the heads already done, the final assembly. We already decked the 12,000s we're supposed to deck to get the right compression ratio on the motor. Now I do want to say that these heads are not a one head fits all. These heads were designed for this 128 build. The pockets were open quite a bit. We got pretty good sized valves. These heads would work with a 124, 128, 131 motor. These heads are probably a little too big for like a 114. Definitely too big for a 107. I would recommend for a 114, 107, port the heads, leave the stock valve size, change the valves to better quality valves, but leave the stock size, open up the seats, and open up the ports a little bit less than these, and that would definitely help out on a 107 and a 114 build. But these are really good for a 128, 131. These heads require higher compression ratio because of the valves and how much we opened up the seats and the intake runners and exhaust runners. So these are going on our 128 build. Make sure you guys look at that video also. Don't forget to subscribe, like, message if you guys have any questions. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.